Hello, and welcome back. Alright, so last time we finished the game. We finished the main story of the game. But now we need to actually, finish the whole of the game. That is Visions of Mana. It's been, it's been a couple of weeks. But we're still playing through the game, and I still intend to finish. The fact exists that we may actually finish the game entirely today. I'm not going to 100% the game necessarily, but I am going to do my best to finish all of the main and side quests.
Welcome back, everyone. I didn't expect to see you all return so quickly.
Can't keep the king in waiting, you know? Ian, all 4 of the monsters you requested are now no more.
Our soldiers stationed across the land have also notified me of your wondrous exploits. We are one step closer to restoring peace to the realm. Thank you all.
Furthermore, not long after you all left on your expedition, the guards managed to apprehend these little louses.
You two are Passar's vicious vassals.
So, they were the ones skulking around this whole time.
They spit out everything they knew. Turns out, Passar's the one trying to reawaken Aeve Zalaha. Can you believe it?
Actually,
First, he flees from arrest.
Really? Wow.
Now he facilitates yet another flagrant ploy.
Passar should be on his way to Rhaenys Shrine next. As for what exactly he'll be doing there, well, it seems those two ran out of saliva.
Rhaenys Shrine, huh? I had hoped I'd never have to go back there.
I had a feeling
The shrine and the surrounding area were constructed in ancient times to harness the converging mana energies. It's the perfect spot to hatch a heinous plot.
Yeah, that's exactly what
I won't
happened
let
before.
that place be the scene of yet another tragedy. We have to hurry and stop Passar.
Indeed, let us proceed promptly. Ian, manage the mobilization of our soldiers.
This time I shall accompany you all. I will not pass on an opportunity to survey Rhaenys Shrine in person.
Very well then. Ian, heir to the throne of Illistana, commands you, Alms. Forestall Passar's evil designs and prevent Aeve Zalaha's rebirth. And most importantly, return here safe and sound.
Yes, sir!
Perfect! The gang's all here!
Alright.
Rhaenys Shrine, huh? Never thought I'd be heading back there again. There's no telling what might happen there. Gotta make sure we're fully prepared before we set off.
I think that's what I did last time, so...
So this is Rhaenys Shrine. How fascinating. Let me see what we have here.
This place is giving me the creeps. Val, how are you feeling?
I'm all right, Karina. Thanks. Now let's hurry and find Passar.
Here we are. Oh, he's standing in the middle now, huh?
Oh, it's you meddlers again! Come to throw a wrench in my plans after subduing those vicious beasts I so laboriously rounded up for you?
How do you know that we defeated them all?
Why, it's all thanks to my most loyal underlings, Skirce and Rupper. If it weren't for those two, I'd still be on the run, escaping incarceration.
Your loyal lackeys have already been detained. They also directly divulged to us your whereabouts and designs.
What? Those cowards! How could they betray me after we've come so far?
A fitting form of retribution for a renegade such as yourself. I will not forget what you did to Illistana. I see you were also the one who ran off with the royal crown. Return it. It does not belong in the hands of someone as revolting as you.
Filching the crown was mere child's play, given how caught up everyone was with the coronation ceremony. I'll need it for when I usher in a new world order and rise as its sole ruler. My lifelong dream was to turn Illistana into a formidable military power and reign as its figurehead. I tried every means, foul and fair, to make it a reality. And then you had to come in and ruin it all. I was driven out of the city, forced to flee for my life, like an animal. Why are you even here? Weren't you supposed to be making your merry way down to the mana tree to sacrifice your souls? I was banking on you all being lost in the sea of mana right now. Well, what of your duty, your pilgrimage?
The goddess of mana is well aware of your evil plans, Passar. One of her emissaries even asked us personally to put a stop to them. Aeve Zalaha, the shadow of chaos. What is it? What do you hope to achieve by reawakening it?
Obviously, it'll be my sword and shield in my kingdom to come. What Illistana lacks is military power. In my magistrate days, I scoured the lands until I finally found that which would make my dreams a reality. The Egg of Calamity, where Aeve Zalaha slumbers, the dark desires of mortals, and the Thaumaturb extracted from Etern's lunar sandglass.
Oh, he's the guy who took that.
Since you've managed to make it this far, I'll allow you to witness the Shadow of Chaos's rebirth before it engulfs the world whole. I'll be waiting on the floating Isle of Ulul. You will be my honored guests for the creation of my unified kingdom. That is assuming you leave this place alive.
A rather feeble block. Let's finish this battle.
You're mine! Is this the end?
Well, I died recap.
I will take over.
All right.
Lumina! I'm gone! Here, my thanks. Does this help?
Time to get to work.
I will take over.
I got this.
Here we go.
You're mine! Come at me!
This is until the very end.
Okay.
Extra enemies.
You're not getting away.
Okay. Take this! Gotta stay focused. Here, use this.
All right.
I'm on it. Just one left.
This?
Stay sharp. Think you can handle this? I'm on it!
Right.
Okay.
I need to keep remembering to... Okay, that was a normal encounter. this way.
Passar! Curse it all. He's gone. He was the one who sabotaged the lunar sandglass. All that destruction for the Thaumatorb?
Looks like Passar had it the entire time. King Gahul requested we destroy it if we ever found it, right?
Yep.
Correct. And I plan to keep that promise no matter what. I finally know the truth behind the tragedy of Etern. It won't bring the parishioners back, but we can still stop Passar. They deserve that much at least.
Yeah.
You got it. To Elul, everyone! Passar's not getting away with any of this.
I was wondering why it wouldn't let me go any further in a wolf.
If Passar truly did decimate the parish, then I wholly failed to supervise one of my own subjects.
You're not at fault for any of this, Palomina. He is the one who should be punished for his actions. If we are to hear the whole truth, we can't waste time. Let's chase him down.
You are right. We must prevent Passar's plans from prevailing.
Oh, hey.
End of the road, Passar. We've got you now.
Oh! I should have known you would make quick work of such trivial brutes.
You were the one who brought ruin to the Moonlit Parish 16 years ago. That's yet another of your evil crimes that has come to light.
What does it matter? Those parishioners brought their demise upon themselves. I wouldn't have had to resort to destroying the sandglass if they had just listened. Serves them right.
What did you?
I did try to bargain, but the parishioners insisted that it was a symbol of their town and not for sale. Anything can be bought for the right price if you ask me. What choice did I have other than to forcibly take the car from them? Had they simply complied, the town might have been spared.
The town and its people perished, all because of your petty ego?
You would establish your empire atop the lives of innocents? Ugh! Your definition of the word king is crooked and corrupt.
I am building a vision from the ground up with my own two hands. Who else would be fit to rule it? I had considered annexing Illistana as a subjugated territory, but after much rumination, I think it best I abandon an empire so pathetic. Only an imbecile would willingly live in a land plagued by an ancient curse. The floating Isle of Ulul, free from that wretched fate, is the optimal location for my kingdom.
This place is the only location from Fadiel that survived the joining of the realms, and you want to turn it into your giant playground.
That's right. I was the first to find this land, pristine and unsullied by man, and this herald of calamity as well.
Interesting. Aeve Zalaha's powers were sealed within that egg, which was then hidden here on the Isle, undiscovered for thousands of years.
The egg feeds on the negative emotions and vile desires of mortals. Only once it's absorbed enough will it hatch. You all played a hand in the breeding of these sentiments. Am I wrong? Remind me, who awakened Delafos and let loose the terrifying Benevodons? You were the ones responsible.
Hey!
No,
don't twist the narrative in your favor!
boring.
We never intended to...
The Benevodons' sudden emergence generated
orange.
much unrest amongst the people. It was those feelings of agony that lifted the seal off of the dragon. And now the piece de resistance, massive stores of mana amplified by the Thaumadorb. Rise, Aeve Zalaha, awaken once more! You will be the strongest weapon in my kingdom's arsenal!
Sorrow and torment, how they churn and beckon to me.
What do you think you're doing? I am the one who resurrected you! I am your master!
Passar!
Finally, the hour of my advent is now.
Where is Passar?
You refer to that puny man who shared my ambition for greed and domination? As an expression of my gratitude, I gave him an end most fitting for a minion as loyal as he.
An end? Most fitting?
Aeve Zalaha, if your ultimate goal is the total obliteration of all human life, then I can only assume that you terminated Passar.
That is correct. That worm was the first of many victims of my reign to meet their demise. I will rewrite the order of this world. Even the goddess of mana will bow her head before me. As humanity withers, they will descend into utter despair. Their misery, their anguish, all the more to nourish and feed me. Now then, the dark feast of lamentation shall commence!
None if we have anything to say about it! I think we can use the vessel! Gotta stay focused! Thank you!
I have been summoned. Spirits to my reign. And
What happened? Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. Numbers 13. The Lord said to Moses, "Send some men to explore the land of Canaan, which I am giving to the Israelites. From each ancestral tribe send one of its leaders." So at the Lord's command, Moses sent them out from the desert of Paran. All of them were leaders of the Israelites. These are their names. From the tribe of Reuben, Shammua, son of Zachar. From the tribe of Simeon, Shaphat, son of Hori. From the tribe of Judah, Caleb, son of Jephunneh. From the tribe of Issachar, Igal, son of Joseph. From the tribe of Ephraim, Hoshea, son of Nun. From the tribe of Benjamin, Palti, son of Raphu. From the tribe of Zebulun, Gadiel, son of Sodi. From the tribe of Manasseh, a tribe of Joseph, Gadi, son of Susi. From the tribe of Dan, Amiel, son of Jamali. From the tribe of Asher, Sethur, son of Michael. From the tribe of Naphtali, Nabi, son of Vophsi. From the tribe of Gad, Guel, son of Maki. These are the names of the men Moses sent to explore the land. Moses gave Hoshea, son of Nun, the name Joshua. When Moses sent them to explore Canaan, he said, "Go through the Negev and on into the hill country. See what the land is like and whether the people who live there are strong or weak, few or many. What kind of land do they live in? Is it good or bad? What kind of towns do they live in? Are they unwalled or fortified? How is the soil? Is it fertile or poor? Are there trees in it or not? Do your best to bring back some of the fruit of the land." It was the season for the first ripe grapes. So they went up and explored the land from the desert of Zin as far as Rehob, toward Lebo Hamath. They went up through the Negev and came to Hebron, where Ahiman, Shashai, and Talmai, the descendants of Anak, lived. Hebron had been built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. When they reached the valley of Eshcol, they cut off a branch bearing a single cluster of grapes. 2 of them carried it on a pole between them, along with some pomegranates and figs. That place was called the Valley of Eshcol because of the cluster of grapes the Israelites cut off there. At the end of 40 days, they returned from exploring the land. They came back to Moses and Aaron and the whole Israelite community at Kadesh in the desert of Paran. There they reported to them and to the whole assembly and showed them the fruit of the land. They gave Moses this account. "We went into the land which you sent us, and it does flow with milk and honey. Here is its fruit. But the people who live there are powerful, and the cities are fortified and very large. We even saw descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites live in the Negev. The Hittites, Jebusites, and Amorites live in the hill country, and the Canaanites live near the sea and along the Jordan." Then Caleb silenced the people before Moses and said, "We should go up and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it." But the men who had gone up with him and said, "We can't attack those people. They're stronger than we are." And they spread among the Israelites a bad report about the land they had explored. They said, "The land we explored devours those living in it. All the people we saw there are of great size. We saw the Nephilim there. The descendants of Anak come from the Nephilim. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them." May God bless the reading of his word.
Found you, little cactus.
Found me. Where to next?
Little cactus?
Looks like you dropped something.
There's Lil Cactus.
Look! A cactus!
There's Lil Cactus.
Look! A cactus!
There's little Cactus.
Coda! Alms, what brings you here? Nothing much. We just wanted to see how you were holding up. We were wondering, though. You're cooped up here guarding the sanctuary all by yourself, right? Don't you ever get bored? Boredom? I cannot say I feel it often. The Alm Convoy comes every 4 years, and I have Trent and Vadis nearby. There's plenty to keep me occupied. And do any of them keep you updated about what's going on in the outside world? No, never. I hardly see the need. I only ask to know whatever is relevant to my post as the Sanctuary's guardian. You're not the least bit curious about how the world has changed since you've been here? Don't you want to know how your hometown is faring? My hometown? The last time I lived there was so long ago it was not even called Tiania. How, really? I had no idea the village ever had a different name. And why would you? It is quite literally ancient history. I have witnessed the comings and goings of countless alms of fire since then. Yet my heart never longed for my homeland until the moment you first came here, Val. I wonder why you, out of all the soul guards I have met, would have that effect on me. Once you left the sanctuary, I started to ponder. Do my friends' bloodlines continue to this day? Are the people of my homeland living well? All fruitless things to ponder, of course, but ponder them I did. Oh, Coda. Perhaps we should show you the sorts of lives that are led by the modern-day denizens of Tiania. I must admit I am curious to know how much the way of life has changed. What would you suggest I do to learn about these things? If you ask me, there's no better way to discover a different culture than through food. Examining the everyday items of Tiania would be a terrific way to tap into current trends. And I think traditional crafts would be helpful. There's a lot of history and culture to be found there. Food, everyday items, and artisanal crafts. All good places to start. Sounds good to me. Coda, do you want us to bring the stuff we find back to you? I would not wish to burden you. It would be my pleasure. I want you to know how your homeland, our homeland, has changed. Then I will gladly take you up on the offer. Should I wait here until you bring back the articles? Yep, you just hang tight, Coda. Everyone else, next stop, Tiania. You'll be blown away by all the cool stuff we're gonna bring back. Thank you. I will await your return.
Little Cactus.
How did you get there?
There's one more location if he's not, if I'm not done.
Look! A cactus!
Little Cactus. Little Cactus.
Found me! Where to next? Looks like he dropped something. Cactus Soul. Cactus Confident. Found little cactus in all possible areas. Hey, Ellie. Hey, it's Val and Karina. And who's this nice lady? I don't think we've met before. My name's Ellie, by the way. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Palomina. How come you're here in Tiania, Val? Did you leave something behind? Not exactly. I'm actually on the lookout for a few things. I am trying to find handicrafts, foods, and some everyday items, but the stock must be the stuff you can only find in Tiania. Wow, that's one wish list, huh? But if it's food you're after, you can't go wrong with a lava bun. They're piping hot, just like the temperature here, and when you bite into them, the filling comes oozing out. That's the best part. Sounds like they'd scald the inside of your mouth. Do you guys build up resistance to the heat or something? Well, how about magma melts? They always stay warm no matter how much time passes. As long as you nibble them, you won't burn yourself. Fire is found in all facets of Tianian life, even its food. Well, he's not joking, you know. They really will stay hot until we get back to Coda. Oh, is this a gift for someone? Yeah, I guess he's from Tiania, but he hasn't been back in a while, so we want to get him something that reminds him of home. Some traditional treats would be just the ticket. In that case, take this. They're hot though, so handle them with care. Toasty indeed. This appears to be an array of lava buns and magma melts. Ellie, are you allowed to supply us with such a substantial selection? Of course, Palomina. They're our village's most famous foods. My dad says people have been making them in Tiania since forever. Traditional sweets assortment times 1. Most optimal option to offer Coda, I expect. Thank you very much for your generosity, Ellie. Thanks, Ellie. I'm sure our friend will love them. Hope they put a smile on his face. Hey there, Ruben. Well, look who stopped by. Val, Morley, how have you been? We're looking around for some everyday items people use in Tiania. They're a present for somebody we know. What, like household items? Haha, you've got a unique taste in picking out presents, I'll give you that. Ruben, what's an item you can only find here in Tiania? Anything related to our work with the furnaces, I suppose. I doubt you'll find anything like that outside of the village. Ah, so those fire pits in the ground are your furnaces. I must say, I don't think I've ever seen anything like them elsewhere. I bet not. The lava inside them is a vital resource for us in the fire village, and we use a special tool to scoop it out. I mean, the scoop. They're made so you don't burn your hands. Metal scoops like this are uncommon. Outside the fire village, they're typically made out of wood. A Tianian scoop would certainly make for a unique item. I guess it's decided then. I wonder where we can get our hands on one. Now why don't you take this? You can even have it for free. Tianian iron scoop times 1. Don't you need it, Ruben? Meds go through scoops like there's no tomorrow, so I've always got plenty spare. I think you'll be very impressed with the quality. That handle won't get hot on you. It's a little on the heavy side, but you can tell it's very well made. Of course it is. I made it. No way! When did you start making things like this? Come on, it's part of my training. But this is just a toy compared to what my pops can create. I dig out a better one. I can dig out a better one if you'd like. No, this is perfect. It's a bit weighty, but it's built to last, crafted with the user's safety in mind. But more importantly, I get to say with pride that my friend made it. Thank you for the scoop, Ruben. It is a fine piece of craftsmanship. Alright already. It's just a scoop, not a work of art. Anyways, just holler at me if you need anything else, okay? Marcello? Oh, that won't work. Marcello! Anybody home? Oh dear. Maybe if I do it like this? Tiania to Marcello! Oh, hello there, Julie. And Val, too. It's lovely to see you both. You were lost in your own little world there, Marcello. I was shouting your name. Sorry about that. I tend to get into the zone when I'm working. Now, to what do I owe the pleasure? Come to talk about Hina again? Not this time. We're looking for some traditional Tianian crafts, actually. And you're a potter, Marcelo. Made anything good lately? Indeed I have. Many things, actually. But before I can recommend something, I need to get an idea of what you're looking for. A friend of ours is originally from Tiania, but it's a little difficult for him to return to the village. We want to give him something that'll remind him of home. I understand. Now, let me see. Ah, yes. Here, take this. Volcano Ash Pottery. Are you sure, Marcelo? This is a beautiful piece. You really want to give it away? It's yours, if your friend doesn't mind that it was made by some no-name artisan, that is. I'm sure he'll be delighted to know it was made by Hina's pottery teacher. Thank you, Marcelo. Goulet, thank you. You're not just some no-name artisan, by the way. Don't merchants travel to Tiania just to buy your clayware? That's something to be proud of, Marcelo. Thank you too, Val. Your pottery has an interesting finish to it. How did you achieve this? Well, it's made using the ash from Dorfer. That's what gives it the smooth texture you can feel. But the key is getting the right temperature when it's fired. That's the knowledge that separates your average potter from an expert. Pottery is a deep and complex art. I'm into wood carving myself, so I understand the principle. Thanks for your help, Marcelo. We'll be careful on our journey back. Wouldn't want to break this. Haha, if it gets a crack in it, come see me and I'll find you another. Everything breaks eventually because nothing that has shape is permanent. But when that happens, all we need to do is build something in its place. Okay, let's see what we've got. There's the assortment of lava buns and magma melts, the metal scoop, and some beautiful pottery. All quintessential Tianian items, I'd say. I think we have a good selection of gifts here. Seeing all the articles assembled, it is easily ascertainable that the Tianian residents have a close relationship with Dorfer Volcano. Come on, let's go back to Coda before those magma melts really do go gold. We've returned. We brought back a whole bunch of stuff from Tiania. Can we show it to you right away? By all means. Let me kick things off. This here is traditional Tianian clayware. Interesting. Compared to the clayware I remember, this is far more minimalistic. The potter said it was made using ash from Dorfer Volcano, and that's what creates the smooth finish. Pretty cool, isn't it? So the trend these days is for clayware that feels pleasurable to the touch, rather than pieces with elaborate decoration. The clayware in my day featured detailed artwork and delicate patterns, the beauty of which determined their value. Tianian culture is greatly affected by the adjacent volcano. Environmental changes influence the climate and the available resources, which in turn affects aesthetics. Next, we have this metal scoop. My, it is heavy. Would it be used for handling lava, by any chance? Precisely. They come in a variety of lengths, but this one is used to scoop lava from the furnaces and has a longer handle than the kitchen variety. Even the angle of the bowl is different. You can see that great lengths are taken to ensure that the person handling the ladle is not harmed by the heat. The design is a great improvement over that which I remember. It is evident to me that the scoop is crafted with great consideration for the user. Well, actually, a close friend of mine made it. I'll be sure to pass on what you just said. He'll be happy to know you like it. Come to boast of your friend's mastery, I see. Last but not least, we have an assortment of magma melts and lava buns. These confections are consumed exclusively in Tiania. Reina, please take care when carrying them. But they are still hot. How did they not cool on the journey over here? That's the great thing about them. They never go cold. You do have to be careful they don't burn the inside of your mouth, though. Numerous foods were served searing hot in my time, but I do not recall having any confections of this kind. Tianian cuisine has come a long way. Tell me, Val, do the people of Tiania still consume many soups and stews? Absolutely. There's a ton of different styles, too. They're simmered for a long time, right over hot lava. It allows the deeper flavors to come through. I remembered stews made up the majority of the dishes your mother served us when we visited. I see. I was rather fond of our stews myself. That is one thing that has stayed the same. I remember telling the goddess stories of my homeland. Hearing your tales of Tiania makes me wonder if she felt the same back then as I do now. While I am grateful to receive such delightful foods as a gift, I am afraid that my current form does not permit me to eat. Please, you have them. Oh, okay then. Do you mind if we eat here? The view's a bit dreary, but being with you makes it bearable. Would like for me to share your company? And just because you can't eat doesn't mean you can't join us. And we'd love to hear more about you, Coda. Come on, take a seat. You insist. Goodness, I have never sampled such sizzling hot sweets before. The filling really did go flying once I bit into it. Caught me off guard, but it was kind of funny. Good for you. I almost set fire to my tongue. You guys made such a fuss over the buns. I could hardly hear Coda as he was getting to the good part of his story. Guess you'll have to tell us the rest later. You not tired of listening to me run on about blades and sword fighting? Not in the slightest. This was a rare opportunity to hear firsthand accounts of ancient battles. Now that your bellies are full, perhaps it is time you return to your duty. Is this a nice change of pace for you, Coda? Took off that boredom? Indeed. It has been ages since I last let loose like this. I am not typically this loquacious, you see. Thank you, Alms. Please, take this with you. It is a token of my appreciation for what you have done. It is not much, but I believe you will put it to good use. You really shouldn't have, Coda, but still, it's an honor to receive it. If you ever need anything from us, Coda, just say the word. Thank you. Our future, and the fate of the world at large, is best entrusted in the hands of valiant youth such as they. Would you not say so, Goddess?
That was a great new experience!
Guardian of the Sanctuary, and we got the Mortal Dawnblade. Okay, what are those two things? The Mortal Dawnblade is not quite as good as the Blade of Triumph, but I will say it looks nice. Guardian of the Sanctuary raises defense by 50% and lowers attack by 30% during battle. You know what, I think I'll take that over Lionheart.
Such strength! This oppressive surge seeps down my very soul! Watch out! It'll swallow us whole if we're not careful!
Save this one just for you! Good on! Feeling good! Spirits! Go forth! Here, use this! You're mine! You're mine! Come on!
Elemental vessel is ready.
Use this! Feel the mana! No holding back! That's it! Now don't stop attacking! Here I go! You're mine! You're mine! You're mine! Come on! Come on! Here, use We beat it! Everything's gonna be alright now.
We even retrieved the royal crown.
Passar
had no idea how to be a ruler. It was that very same conceited display of power that brought humanity to the brink of destruction in the past.
You mean Arvid's war? Had we not stopped the creation of his kingdom, our world would likely repeat the same mistakes our ancestors made.
Other towns wouldn't have taken too kindly to being under his control either. Yeah, I really don't think he thought that part through.
Individuals like him only care about their own personal gain. Yet, it is consideration for others that moves us forward as a society.
Consideration for others. You're right, Aish. We have to support each other, through thick and thin.
In the end, Passar's thirst for world domination was his doom. I must be sure that Ian never makes the same mistake.
I don't think he will.
I wouldn't worry about Ian. With you as his mentor, he's bound to be a great leader. Oh, Morley, look! It's the Thaumatorb!
Now we can finally fulfill King Gahul's request. He mentioned that the world has no need of such a device. If we wish to usher in a new future, we shouldn't be tethered to the static past.
Let us retire from here and return to the capital. We should report to Ian that we have done as he requested. With the crown back in our possession, we can now proceed with Ian's coronation. I would be glad if you would grace us with your presence.
We wouldn't miss it for anything. I can't wait to see Ian all decked out in finery.
Golly! I've never attended a royal ceremony before. Can I perform a song to commemorate the occasion?
Maybe another time, Jule. Illistana has a pretty defined protocol for these events.
Attendance at a stately ceremony is highly restricted, a privilege granted only to a precious few. I feel honored just receiving an invitation.
Ian has grown so much in such a short time. It would be a pleasure to witness this pivotal moment in his life.
I'm gonna revert them all to their normal appearances if I get the chance. If I get the chance, which I do not. Oh well.
The pure waters that flow through the capital are the will and lifeblood of its populace. Upon these waters, I crown you the King of Illistana.
I swear to protect the prosperity of Illistana and to devote my life to its people.
Well, they make use of those waters for more than just one ceremony. That's awfully big for his head.
Ian, the Alms and I must now make for the Mana Tree. It is mandatory that we complete our mission. The duty of defending the continent falls to those who remain in our absence. I now bid you farewell, but our faith in each other will forge our future. Though I have already abdicated the throne, Ian, I entrust my will to you.
Palomina, ever our beloved queen, we have duly noted your humble wishes. I know you are in good hands. You have Val and the other alms with you. And just as your friends support you wholeheartedly, I too have allies I can count on for help. Leave the capital to me. You may continue on your journey with peace of mind.
It's okay, she's coming back home.
Honorable alms.
Vidiz, we managed to defeat Aeve Zalaha. Everything's okay now.
And I am glad to hear it. You have averted yet another crisis before it could escalate beyond repair. You have my gratitude. Only Delafos' enmity remains. I beg of you, raise your arms in defense of the goddess and the world.
You got it. I promise that no harm will come to the goddess or the mana tree. Aeve Zalaha was unbelievably powerful, but we pulled through. Now all that's left is Delafos. Let's go!
I'm in a bit of a bind here. Hello, Nicola. Everything okay? You're looking a little worried there. Oh, hi there, Val. If I'm looking down, it's because of a good customer of mine placed an order, but the shipment for it suddenly got cancelled. I could try another supplier, but it's unlikely that the merchandise will arrive in Elistana before the deadline. Ordinarily, I'd take matters into my own paws at a time like this. Unfortunately, I'm a bit short-staffed at the moment. See, in that case, why don't we go get the items for you, Father? Morley, what are you saying? I can't have the alms running errands for my private business. Nonsense, Niccolo. You have always been an invaluable ally to us. I insist. Besides, I'd feel guilty not helping you when you so obviously need it. That's right. You can leave this one to us, Niccolo. Let us help you out. Well, alright then. Thank you. I must admit, it's comforting to know that you're so willing to help. So, what do you need us to find for you? I need Mew to go gather some harpy down. Vicious as they may be, harpies have lovely plumage, and their feathers are always in high demand. Too true, Father. I have many memories of you heading out to go procure them yourself. Mew! I'm surprised you still remember that. Anyway, the nearest places to here are where Mew can find harpies are Duragorge and the Quasia Moors. How many pinions should we procure? 6 down feathers ought to be enough. Well then, I'll leave Mew to it. Hey, Niccolo, we're back with the down. Good to see you all return. You haven't sustained any injuries, I take it? Always the worry word, Father. We're fine. No need to fret. Here are the feathers you asked for, Niccolo. We're especially careful transporting them back, so they should be in good condition. Oh, these are absolutely perfect, Val. I can always already picture the satisfaction on my customer's face. Here's the little reward for your troubles. Please, it's the very least I can do. Thanks, Niccolo, but the thing is... I really shouldn't have, Father. You did this as a favor, a way of returning your kindness. You can't accept payment. Nothing of the sort, Morley. If someone goes out of their way to do something from you, you give them something back as thanks. It's basic etiquette. But I can see this is bothering you. Tell me what, if you ever find yourself with some free time, come pay me a visit at the Emporium. That's more than doable. We'd be popping by here on our adventures anyway, so you'd be seeing more of us no matter what. We'll tell you stories of everything we see on our journeys, so you'd better look forward to it. Yoo-hoo! Can't wait to hear them. And if you should seek our support again, please do not hesitate to ask us. Very well. I will certainly take you up on that offer.
Helping out people in need can be so rewarding.
Hey, Niccolo, how have you... Oh no, what do I do? Will I have to take him down myself? What's the matter, Niccolo? Got something you need help with? Hello again, Val. Actually, I do have something rather pressing that I need your help with. I've been sitting here worrying about it for some time now. I don't think I've ever seen you so distraught, Father. What happened? The shipment came in as scheduled, but there was less bumpkin bomb powder than I ordered. Did the supplier mess up your order? Oh no, nothing like that. The delivery man ran into some thieving quilted hoods en route. He fended them off as best he could, but he lost some cargo in the fray, including my bomb powder. At least the delivery man made it to Elistana safe and sound. I nearly told him I'd make do with the power that remained, but I don't have nearly enough to complete my order. Oh, Father, always putting the safety of others over his own profits. I need to get my paws on some more bomb powder, but bumpkins are rather dangerous. Any chance you could take some take down a few for me, Morley? I'd do so in a heartbeat. You know you can always count on me. I too would not wish to expose you to such explosive enemies, Niccolo. Allow us to handle this. Such a reliable little litter. We are really saving my fur this time. So, where can we find this pumpkin bomb powder, and how much do you need? From Bumpkins, of course. You should see a few lumbering around Arvid's pasture and the Quasi-Amours. Assuming you get 1 measure of bomb powder for each one you defeat, you'd need to take down 15 of them. We travel to Arvid's pasture or Quasi-Amours, trance a few pumpkins, and gather 15 measures of bomb powder. Duly noted. Thanks again for your help. Be waiting here for you to return. Father, we're back. It's a relief to see you all in one piece. I trust you collected all the bomb powder. Yep, here it is. 15 measures, just like you asked. Fantastic! Thank you! I can fulfill my customer's order, and the delivery man's efforts will not have gone to waste. Here's a little something from you all. A little token of thanks from me. Come on, Niccolo, you know you don't have to, but if you insist, I guess I can't refuse. Well, I couldn't not give you something for all of your trouble. I brushed your furor. You brushed mine. That's just business. Oh, well, I suppose there is no swaying Niccolo this time. I had hoped to help him out and repay his constant kindness, yet he humbles us with a reward yet again. You can say that again. We just want to show our appreciation, that's all. You and Niccolo have known each other for a long time, right, Palomina? Yes, we have. If I was ever disquieted by a dilemma, I would don my disguise and head here for Niccolo's counsel. Despite having his own hectic schedule, he always had a moment to hear my troubles and offer sage advice. Niccolo's contributions to the capital are as many as they are meritorious. If I could present him with a medal, I would. Morley, I've never seen you look quite so happy before.
I'm one step closer to becoming a true soul guard.
Just admit it, Niccolo. There's no use hiding it anymore. You've been caught red-pawed. No. This is all a huge misunderstanding. I haven't done anything of the sort. Looks like things are getting a little heated. What's going on here? Haven't you heard? There's a band of quilted hoods outside Elistana that have been ambushing delivery carts and robbing the cargo. The rather angry gentleman over there is a merchant whose business is suffering because of these attacks. Admit it, Niccolo. You're the one who's ordering those quilted hoods to steal everyone's cargo. I know your game. Once you've stolen the merchandise, you sell it off as your own. At above the market rate. Your Philippine merchants are all the same. How dare you say that? My father would never do such a thing. Yeah, Niccolo is far too kind to stoop that low. And who would you be, his cronies? Like I trust anything you have to say. Well, if you won't trust them, I'll vouch for him. Niccolo's innocent, I'm certain of it. In Undine's name, I swear to you that the perpetrator is someone else entirely. Niccolo is anything but unscrupulous, and certainly not crafty. He's a good man, and we'll speak to that. All these people are here to stand up for Niccolo. It's like the whole capital is here for him. If only people could have gotten behind me like this. Niccolo is a character of considerably kind constitution. You trying to say I'm not? No, not at all. Curses. What am I supposed to do then? None of us have any clue who the perpetrator is. It was a long and arduous journey to reach the capital. I'll have my merchandise stolen from me. I'm not leaving until I get it back. I'll help you out. All you have to do is get back your stolen merchandise from the quilted hoods, right? You expect me to trust you? You're friends with a Philippine merchant! He'll probably charge me a fortune to get my merchandise back. If you don't take it for yourselves first, that is. We'd never do that. You're in a tight spot and we want to help you out, that's all. And you're offering this service for free? I know you're plotting something here. Some people can be so stubborn. Just tell us where the ambush happened and we'll take care of the rest. Arvid's pasture. I'll be waiting here. Not like I'm expecting you to return. Once we find your merchandise, you can apologize to Niccolo. He'll take that as payment. Humph. Come now, you needn't worry about me. You need to focus on finding that stolen cargo, pronto. I'm counting on you.
This shouldn't take easy. Moving.
Phew, looks like we dealt with all the thieving quilted hoods. Let us confirm the condition of the cargo before more Choban hoods appear to ambush us. There's so much stuff here. Do you think it all belongs to that merchant? For Nicolo's sake, I sure hope so. Criminy, this is heavy! Let's take it all back, just in case. The merchant can pick out what belongs to him. Aldum's package. Back with the merchandise, and we taught those quilted hoods a lesson for good measure, too. This is all the cargo that we were able to find. It is yours, right? Yes, it's mine, no doubt about it. I can't believe it. Nothing seems to be missing. Alright, name your price. We already said we're not going to take your lucre. Trust is what makes or breaks a merchant. It's just as important as having quality goods, maybe even more so. Time for you to hold up your end of the deal and apologize to Nicolo. I'm sorry, Nicolo. I shouldn't have accused you. I've been hoodwinked by Philippine merchants in the past, and I've never been able to get over it. But that's no excuse for painting you with the same brush. At any rate, I think I've learned my lesson now. And I have you folks to thank for that, and for retrieving my cargo, of course. Here, I want you to take this. I apologize for the trouble I've caused. Now, I think it's time I took my leave. Be careful not to get anything stolen this time, and come see me if you procure some quality merchandise. You'd still do business with me after all this? I don't know what to say. Listen, next time I'll give you a special discount. Don't let me forget. You know, I don't think I've ever seen another Philippine merchant apart from Nicolo. I've never thought he was a crafty type either. Amazing how prejudice can mold an opinion of someone. Yoo-hoo-hoo. In all honesty, I understand where he got it from. How do you say that? Well, my parents were exactly the sly, conniving Philippine merchants the gentleman was referring to. They taught me to be just like them. The only thing that mattered was making a sale. Real, fake, damaged, overpriced, I'd sell anything to anybody. Thought that was the right way to do business. But after my parents passed away and I was still just a kitten, I was picked up by an elderly merchant. So someone took you in when you were small, just like you did with Morley. You got it. The man who took me in was very poor, and honestly, wasn't the brightest. He called himself a merchant, but he didn't seem to be in it for profit. I had no idea how he could even stay in business. But he was a kind man, and sincere. The only thing on his mind was satisfying his customers, and anybody who bought from him always left with a smile on their face. I remember quite vividly the first time I saw him make a sale. I'd never seen both parties do business with genuine happiness before. I couldn't believe my eyes. I'm the person I am today because of that old man. If he hadn't found me, I probably would have become a conniving Philippine merchant, just like my parents were. Fine. I never knew Nicolo had such an upbringing. He's always been a reliable friend and close ally to us. I just can't picture him as an underhanded merchant. If Father hadn't saved me from those monsters in the snow, how would I have ended up? Oh, but I suppose there's no point in dwelling on the what-ifs.
That was a great new experience!
Lucre and Luxierum. It's, the villain. I forget his name already. Wow. Greetings, Nicolo. I take it you have been keeping hale and healthy? Welcome, welcome. Come in. I'm glad to see you all in good spirits. Thanks for standing up for me last time. Sadly, the robberies have shown no sign of stopping. News of cargo thefts at the hands of those quilted hoods continues to come in. Persistent little crooks they are. Wait a minute. You think they're behind the missing bomb powder and feather shortage we helped with, you with before? It's possible, I suppose. Their methods seem consistent, and they're pretty organized for a bunch of quilted hoods. My Lucre's on a ringleader calling all the shots. Come to think of it, I'm still waiting for my shipment to arrive. Feels like my fur will turn gray before it gets here. Nicolo! Seda, you're here! Seda, you're hurt. What in the world happened? I'm sorry, Nicolo. Your shipment has been stolen. That band of quilted hoods jumped me over in Arvid's pasture. Never mind that. What's important is we are uninjured. Stay here at the shop and catch my breath. Thank you. Quilted hoods strike again. I cannot stand idly by and ignore this. Yeah, we gotta go get that cargo back. Hopefully we'll catch the ringleader this time too. Father, we're on the case. We'll travel to Arvid's pasture and stop those quilted hoods. Look after Seda until we return. Thank you, Morley. Be careful out there, you hear?
This shouldn't take long.
Celeste!
Got it. Summon the spirits to our side.
Stolen cargo. Looks like the cargo, and it seems practically untouched. That's a bonus. Aw, I was looking forward to catching the boss. Guess we'll just have to be a little more patient. This is a tricky transgressor we are dealing with, and we have discovered little to no leads. Well, worrying about it won't get us anywhere. Let's take Nicolo's stuff back to the shop for now. I agree. Let's return and talk things over with Father. Hey, Nicolo. We retrieved the raw cargo for you. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you again for your help. Did not uncover any more clues about the Quilted Hood's head honcho. Whoever it is still at large. Hey, here's an idea. Do you think if we traveled around the area with a merchant, the perp might come to us? Not a bad idea, but with so many merchants coming through Illistana, there's still no guarantee ours would be ambushed. That's a fair point, but we can't just stand here twiddling our thumbs. Meow? Hey! You're the ones who've been harassing my henchmen, aren't you? Who the heck are you? What are you even talking about? The name's Rhino, and I'm the boss of those thieves you've heard all about. I tailed you guys all the way here, and I'm looking for payback. Listen, your henchmen are level 14 and we're level 82. But you're just a little kid. Where are your parents? They need to scold some sense into you. Parents? They're long gone. The Quilted Hoods are all the family I have now. Yikes. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Listen, I'm an orphan too, you know, so... Mind your own business! What's it to you if I'm an orphan anyway? Take your pity elsewhere, bub. We ain't the same. I don't rely on nobody for nothing, especially not grown-ups. Listen here, little one, the way you lead your life is harming others. As a loyal citizen of Illistana, I cannot let you loot and pillage as you please. I've got an idea. Philomena, why don't you leave this ragamuffin with me? Nicolo? Whoa there, big fella. Are you the boss of these guys or what? Let's cut a deal, Rhino. Mew, stop all this purloining and come work at my shop. As an incentive, I can guarantee Mew a fluffy bed and 3 square meals a day. How's that sound? As if I'd fall for that. When something seems too good to be true, it usually is. So what do you really want from me, huh? Oh, you saw right through me. The cat's out of the bag, I guess. But speaking honestly, Reno, I think you've got what it takes to be a talented trader. All you need is the right guidance, which is where I come in. So that's what you had planned? Wait, are you saying I have talent? Of course. You were able to lead a gang of Quilted Hoods, and even had the street smarts to see right through my plans. If that's not talent in the making, I don't know what is. You've got heaps of potential, kiddo. If you let me show you the ropes, I know Mew can make it big as a merchant. Just think of the profits! Make it big, huh? Fine, I'll work under you. From this day forward, Reno's thieves will rob no more. Mew! Glad to have you on board, Reno. How about you head inside and help yourself to a snack, You got snacks? Alright! Glad we settled that. Nicely done getting that stubborn little rascal to calm down, Nicolo. You're a natural. You plan on looking after him? Sure, I can handle one more. What's important is that he's not going back out into the cold, dark world with nothing but a gang of monsters for company. You know, he reminds me of myself at that age. All he needs is someone to teach him right from wrong, and he'll be well on the path to success. Well, I trust your judgment, Father. I think we can finally wrap up this case, once and for all. You guys must be tuckered out from from running around after all those lost cargoes. Here's a little reward from you. Enjoy. And don't worry about Seda's medical fees or compensation for the things that Rhino stole. I'll take care of all that. Nicolo, you must not force yourself to fund the fees. If you inquired with Ian, he would be immediately inclined to offer financial aid. You worry too much, Palomina, as if this would put me in the red. I intend on treating Reno as a son. That means taking responsibility for him in every way. I want to be the best role model for my children. For me as a parent, that means leading by example.
I'm one step closer to becoming a true
Blessing
soul
of
guard.
darkness. Niccolo, how have you been?
Phew! Busy, busy, busy!
Oh goodness, I'm up to my ears with work! Is everything alright? It looks like you've got a lot on your hands. You don't know the half of it. Trade returned to normal after that whole thieving incident was resolved, but I've been drowning in orders since. I can barely manage. I must say, Father, you look exhausted. I really think you should take a break. Is there nothing we can help out with? Does Morley mean he looks exhausted? Don't worry, I haven't been able to spot the difference either. Truth be told, I need all the help I can get right now. Guess I'll be taking you up on your offer, and not for the first time. Don't worry, Niccolo. We're glad to be of assistance. What do we need to do? The note over there with a list of all the work that still needs to be done. Ask the little ones if you need more details about each shop. But before Mew start, I want me to know that Mew won't be busting out the elbow grease for free. I'll leave it to Mew then. Here he goes. By the look of things, I don't think he's going to be getting any rest at all. Just how busy has he been? Let's just help him out as best we can. Now then, this looks like the note he mentioned. Let's see. Alright, we need to watch the shop, deliver orders, organize the storeroom. No wonder he was rushed off his feet. We can get through it all quickly if we divide the jobs between us. That would be wise. If we all take a task that suits our skills, we will complete everything in no time at all. Alright, I'm pumped. I haven't done anything like this before, but it sure looks like fun. Oh great, don't tell me I'm going to have to take part in this too. Okay, let's go ask the employees in charge for more details about each task. Val, after you get the rundown from them, I think it's best if you assign each of us to a job. You got it. Oh, Niccolo mentioned some new helpers. Are you them? Well, I'm in charge of delivering orders to our clients. There are too many packages here for me to carry on my own. The sun will set before I even get through to half of them. Mind lending me a hand? Parcel deliveries. Who should I assign to this? Ramco, you're up. This'll be a breeze for you, Ramco. Think you'll be able to carry this? She can carry all of us together. I think we're fine. I wonder how she's gonna find the addresses. Phew, this is tough work, but I need to clear out the shelf or there won't be any space for the new stock. Who are you? Are you the helpers that Niccolo told me about? Well, we're expecting a shipment to come in soon, so I'm trying to make some space on these shelves. There's just too much stuff for me to shift alone. I was thinking we could organize the inventory and tidy the place up at the same time. Two birds, one stone, you know? Think you can help? Sorting and putting away goods, huh? Could be best to ask here. Val.
Alright.
I think this is the job for me. Okay, now how should I go about sorting everything? Maybe if I put all the small items in boxes and put them on the upper shelves. Oh, I better label the boxes to show what's inside and how big it is. And I should start by filling up the boxes that are already available before getting out new ones. This is going to take a while, and it's already starting to feel tedious. But once I get a system going, I'm sure everything will fall into place. Was leaving me in the store alone really such a good idea? A lot of pressure. Oh, hey, you must be the helpers that Niccolo was talking about. Thank goodness you're here. I'm still not fully trained, but here I am looking after the shop. I really don't feel confident enough to do this by myself. So, you think you can help me tend to the shop? I'd be ever so grateful. I need to the storefront, huh? This seems like a job for... Morley.
Okay.
Gladly. I'm not half the salesman Father is, but I'll give it no less than my best. This one's real nice, but it's kind of pricey. Hey, buddy, can I get a discount on this? Oh, well, if it's overpriced... if it's overpriced, would you consider buying it for this much? Seriously? That low? I don't want you getting in trouble with your boss. Listen, when it comes to haggling, you gotta start off dropping the price by just a little, then you go from there. See, I had no idea how that's how it was done. This was a fine learning experience. Thank you. Customers are more concerned about him keeping his job than they are about shopping. Morley really doesn't share the knack for business that Niccolo has. Phew. Okay, that's the worst of it out of the way. Oh man, that was hectic. I need a breather. Niccolo looks a lot less stressed than he was earlier. Let's go tell Father that things have quieted down now. I concur. Let us call him. Niccolo, we finished all the tasks. Being a merchant sure takes a lot out of you. You all look positively tuckered out. But thanks to your help, everything that needed doing has been done. So I hear. My staff has submitted their daily reports, and they had a lot to say about you. First, here's what they said about your deliveries. Deliveries were on time, without a single lost or mistaken parcel, and everyone adored the fluffy white delivery dragon. Next up is the report from the shop floor.
Okay.
Our clients must have found your utter helplessness endearing because it seems to have led to a considerable increase in sales. Finally, here's the report from my storeroom associate. It says you showed great attention to detail, so much so that your organizational system will be implemented as the new storeroom standard.
You're too kind.
Thanks to you guys, the store has overcome one of the busiest periods in its history. Once again, I thank you all. Here's your remuneration for today. You worked hard for it. Thanks, Niccolo. It was hard work, but a worthwhile experience all the same. You don't know how glad I am to hear you say that.
That was a great new experience.
No poison. Yeah, that would have been nice to have a while ago. Now, pretty useless. Looks like I'm going to have to go searching for some myself. It's for a special occasion, after all. What's up, Niccolo? Shop keeping you busy? Oh, hello, everyone. Things at the Emporium have settled down somewhat since you last visited. So, what's got you looking so glum? Oh, nothing really. It's just there's something I rather need to make, but I'm missing one key component. I asked around to see if other merchants had any in stock, but there seems to be a severe shortage at the moment. Which is why I was thinking of taking matters into my own paws and sourcing some myself. Will you be heading far? To the Zawak Desert. It's the best place I know of for finding bullet horns. But were you to depart for the desert in search of these horns, the Emporium would be empty for an extended period of time. That's my predicament. Without you around, I worry your staff would soon become overwhelmed. Allow us to go get the bullet horns in your stead. I'd feel guilty asking me to help with my shop again. I've already taken advantage of your goodwill enough times. But Niccolo, I don't think you understand how much you've helped us. Exactly. You needn't feel like you're imposing on us, Father. Please, let us bring back the horns for you. You're all too kind. Well, very well, if you insist. I'd like me to go to Zawak Desert and procure some bullet horns for me. Sound possible? One order of bullet horns coming right up. Niccolo's last request.
This should make for a nice one. Come at me!
Reasonable levels, huh?
One left.
Could have done some fire. That was far better. bullet horn bushel. Alright, these should be the horns. Each, these things are rock hard, not to mention huge. Wonder what Nicola wishes to fashion from them. Whatever it is, it must be something pretty big and sturdy. I admit I'm curious as well. Let's ask him once we get back to the shop. Niccolo, we're back. Hello again. While you were gone, we were busy getting everything ready, but preparations are now complete. What were you getting ready for? Morley, it's been a while, and I see the elves are here too. Madeline, I didn't know you were in town. Well, Niccolo summoned me back to the capital, but I didn't come alone. Merchant sisters are all present and accounted for. In fact, all of our brothers and sisters have gathered here today. Don't forget about me. What in the world is going on? Father, why is everyone... You'll know soon enough, Morley. Just hand me the horns and all will become clear. Okay, whatever you say, Niccolo. You certainly got your paws on some exquisite horns. With these, we can finally get started. Are we ready? Are we set?
Hey, Mew!
Then let's... go! Phew, finally it's finished. Nice work, everyone. What was all that about? I haven't the slightest idea. Niccolo, may I entreat you to explain this behavior? But of course. But before I do that, however, take this. Aren't these the bullet horns we got you for you? Hey, you turned them into necklaces. Wowzers, there's even designs engraved on them.
Whoa!
It's amazing. Wait, are the etchings glittering? Bullet horns may not appear all that impressive at first glance, but scrape off their exterior layers and they reveal a gorgeous shimmer. I came up with a unique design for each of you. They're one-of-a-kind items, so take good care of them. It's so pretty! But, Father, why go to all this trouble? My clan has an ancient tradition of making these good luck charms, but we only take the toughest horns from the most ferocious bullets. Everyone in the clan would participate in the etching process, taking turns to add to the design. That would explain the family reunion. Thank you, everyone. We'll treasure these. It's the least we can do to help you on your journey. Know that wherever you go, whatever happens, you'll always be in our thoughts. Father, my sisters and brothers, thank you all. I'll cherish this forever. I don't mean to spoil the party, but I think it's time we were heading off. Yes, we must depart. We have a duty to fulfill. Right, thanks again, everybody. Truth is, those necklaces are protective talismans. They're supposed to ensure the wearer's safe homecoming after a long journey. Oh, but who am I kidding? I'm not cut out to be the parent of an alm at all. That's okay, they are actually all coming back.
I'm one step closer to becoming a true soul guard.
Ethereal Catarants. It's not quite as good as the, Ameno Habakiri, but it looks awesome. Hey Aish, how goes things? A situation like this calls for a swift and decisive solution. I propose we obey its words and see where they lead us. As always, you focus on the result at the expense of the process. I say we continue to gather information until we are better able to predict the outcome. Let's just put it back where we found it and forget any of this ever happened. Our time and resources would be better expended on more fruitful endeavors. We'll never reach a conclusion at this rate. Master Aish, what is all this arguing about?
My.
Oh, hello everyone. Notice you come in. Allow me to explain why we're at Loggerheads. You see, we discovered a strange book in one of the depositories the other day. A grimoire penned by one Born the Mystic. It would seem we need a number of keys in order to open it and read its content. But that isn't the only thing that's strange about it. What else could be so bizarre about this book? Shh, quiet. You have to listen very closely. Dura, rhyme, temple, keys. Dura, rhyme, temple, keys. Dura, rhyme, temple, keys. Talking book? The other scribes and I believe it's whispering the locations of the keys needed to unlock it. We're well aware that this could be a trap. As such, we're currently debating our next step. Trying to find the keys, gather more information, or put the book back. What do you think is the best course of action, Aeve? Naturally, my scholarly inquisitiveness urges me to search for the keys so we can crack it open and see what mysteries lay hidden in its pages. However, as head curator of the archives, I am responsible for the safety of all the scribes here. I cannot risk putting them in harm's way. Well, even if you put it back where you found it, you'll still have a creepy talking book lying around the place. Sounds risky to me. Well, why don't we go look for the keys? We'll stick around when the book's opened, and if anything jumps out, we'll take care of it. A splendid strategy. I fear Master Aeve would very well attempt to acquire the keys himself otherwise. Oh, Palomina, you read me like an open book. Scribes, what are your thoughts? I have no objections. It would be reassuring to have the Soul Guard on hand to deal with any danger. I am less sure. They are the alms. If any harm were to befall them... You worry too much. Besides, you're implying that the Soul Guard lacks the ability to handle this matter. It's a little offensive, don't you think? Scribes are 2-1 in favor of finding the keys. It's unanimous. That's not what unanimous means. Val, I leave you to follow the book's clues. Words are incomplete, but I believe the book is speaking the names of the following 3 locations: Dura Gorge, Prime Falls, and the Temple of Wendell. Judging from the circular depression in the book's covers, it's reasonable to assume that the keys in questions are actually 3 segments of a single round tablet. There is one more thing that I'd like your assistance with while you search for the keys. Val, may I ask you to collect some soil samples for me while you're out? 1 sample per location, if you'd be so kind. Oil? Sure. I just need to put a little bit into these vials, right? Sounds easy enough. Then I leave the key and soil collection in your capable hands. Would this be one of the keys for that ghastly grimoire? The shape of it is similar to that which Aeve explained to us. The circle split into 3 equal portions, right? There's no doubt about it. See, this one's green. We got the key, now we need to collect the soil sample. We're going to have to dig down through the snow first, though. Oh, so this cold white powdery stuff is called snow. Huh. Have you never seen snow before, Julie? Nope, it never snows back in the burrow, but I've heard about it. Let me tell you, snow is way colder than I expected. I can't feel my fingers. I'm tired separating the soil out. Can't we just shove the snow in with it? My hands are getting numb. But Ace asked us for soil. Will he get upset if we bring him back snow? It's just a little bit of frozen water in his dirt. No harm done. Behold, a soil slushy. It's like the snow and soil have swirled together. It's actually kind of pretty. I expect it will melt before we make it back to Master Aeve. Let us be sure to inform him as to the state of the soil prior to presenting him with it. Also tell him that Jolie hates cold temperatures. I'd love to hear that. No, please, have mercy. Once he starts questioning me about sproutlings, I'll never hear the end of it. Green. Hey, look at this weird thing I found. It's bright red. And judging by the shape, it could be one of the keys for Aish's book. Let's take it with us. Let us not forget the soil samples Master Aeve requested we retrieve. How do I know how much soil is enough? Should I just fill the vial all the way to the top? Whoa, check out this bone on the ground. Cool, isn't it? Hey, Val, let's put this in with the soil. Pretty sure Ace didn't ask for anything like that. Come on, he's getting the soil he asked for, plus an extra surprise. Just tell him it's a souvenir. I found a bone too. Can we put it in? Oh, that one's really cool, Karina. In it goes. We will have to warn Master Ace of the bones before he opens the bottle. Indeed. at this curious blue thing. It has a rather strange shape. That could be one of the keys for the book. Let's take it with us. Alright, we should gather the soil next. What soil would that be? You're facing a definite dilemma. It would be too strenuous to strike the floor slabs to access the soil beneath it. Maybe we can collect some stone from these little rocks instead. Some of these little rocks instead. Better than going back empty-handed. They appear to be fragments of the flagstones on the floor. I will wager it would be worth a try. Regrettably, the rocks do not fit inside the receptacle. I think I can make them smaller. Stand back. Here goes nothing. Hey-ya! Bravo, Val. These smaller stones should slide into the vessel with no issue. You know, we could have just taken any chunk of rock back with us. Whoops, sorry. Guess I just like smashing stuff. Don't worry, Val. I'm sure Ace will be glad to hear how excited you were to help him out with his research. Ace, we're back. Any new developments with the book? Good to see you back. The book, as you can no doubt see, continues to mutter away. Well, were you able to retrieve the keys? And what of the soil samples? Got everything you asked for. 3 keys of different colors, and 3 soil samples. Red key plate. Green key plate. Blue key plate. It's greatly appreciated, Val. The 3 keys should fit snugly into the cavity on the book. As for the soil samples, would you mind explaining exactly what happened here? Uh-oh. Perhaps we got a little too proactive there. From what I can tell, the soil from Dura Gorge contains specimens of ancient bone. I cannot wait to begin analyzing them. See? I knew we'd be fine with it. In fact, I've half a mind to forget about the blabbering book and head to my lab to examine these samples immediately. H, focus on the problem at hand, please. Next, the sample from Rhyme Falls. I noticed there's a clear liquid inside. Did some snow happen to get inside the vessel? Yeah, it did. How could you tell? You can blame Gillet for that. He was complaining about how his fingers were about to freeze off, so he started stuffing snow and soil in there together. Marina, you little tattletale! When they were first mixed up, the snow and soil looked really pretty together. Before it all melted, that is. We were hoping to show it to you. I see. It's a shame that the snow melted and ruined your masterpiece, Gillet. And as for the one from Wendell, this doesn't appear to contain any soil at all, but rather finely crushed pieces of rock. Well, there was no soil to be found in Wendell, so we retrieved a rock sample as recompense. Val pulverized some sizable stones into tiny pieces that could be placed inside the receptacle. Yeah, I might have gotten a little carried away. Not at all. In fact, you've gone above and beyond. I'm glad to hear you share the same level of enthusiasm for scientific research as I. What are you planning on doing with the samples, Ace? I'd like to keep that a secret, if you don't mind. Ideally, I wouldn't have to use them for anything, but we will see. Anyway, I've digressed enough. Let us open the book now. What esoteric knowledge could Born the Mystic have left behind in this mysterious grimoire? But first, I propose we relocate to the Passagian Tome Spire. Should things take a sour turn, it would give us ample space to deal with any incidents. As always, the Tome Spire is as rife with monsters, so allow me to fight alongside you. It's been a while since you last joined us in battle. Alright everyone, to the Passagian Tome Spire. I will now open the book. Are you all ready? So bright! What's going on? Phew, thanks for getting me out of that book. The place was grand! Who in the world? A small humanoid. A Shadow Zero, perhaps? Haha, if you think I'm just some run-of-the-mill monster, then you'd be mistaken. The name's Born the Mystic, don't wear it out now. Shadow Zero that goes by the name Born the Mystic. My knowledge serves, I believe that would make you an entity born of, Born's hatred and malice. Oh look, we got a smarty pants over here. But you got it in one. I'm the shadow cast by Born's hatred from when he was still alive. He was a pathetic specimen, weak and scrawny, but boy did his enmity run deep. He was more than potent enough to manifest in what you see now. Me! Big talk for something so small. Kinda gets on my nerves. Yes, well, I suggest we prepare ourselves to battle. Shadow Zeros are the manifestations of humans' ill will, though I have no idea what filled Born the Mystic with enough hatred to produce one. There's no mistake that this malignant monster is anything but malevolent. It must be mollified. Let's give it a try, eh? Hahaha! What, you want to have at it? Fine by me! I hated every single one of you from the moment we met! Curse you, Soulguard! Curse you, Alms! You'll pay for the anguish you've caused me! Brace yourselves, everyone! I think it has a grudge against Alms! Yeah,
for your assistance. Easy. Just what I need. Come at me.
Did we beat it? Not a chance. I ain't just gonna disappear like this. I've gotta get my revenge! We defeated the Shadow Zero, but it looks like Born's anger is still lingering within the grimoire. Should we close the lock on the book? I don't think that would stop it speaking, though. You want to try locking the grimoire back up? Be my guest. If another Shadow Zero will materialize someday, we can be a pretty patient bunch. I figured it would come to this. It would be a downright shame to close a magical grimoire such as this, denying its pages the light of day forevermore. Which is why I've formulated a plan that will address this. Come, we must return to Lagrazzo. Plan? I wonder what it could be. That summarizes the events that transpired at the Tome Spire. We defeated the entity that haunted the book, but we're not in the clear just yet. Did you discover anything about Born while I was at the Tome Spire? Yes, we located the document you asked us to find. It explains that Born the Mystic once traveled the lands, testing his wicked sorcery on humans and monsters alike. Until one day he crossed paths with the Yon convoy on their pilgrimage. Seems there was an altercation of some sort, but Born was slain by the Soul Guard. That would explain his grudge against Soul Guards. In his final moments, he mustered up with little strength he had left, sending monsters to scatter the keys to the grimoire across the world, desperate to ensure he would be the last one to know its spells. Hatred transferred to the book, where it eventually manifested as a Shadow Zero. It whispered the locations of the keys in hopes that someone would find them and release it. How dare he use the scribe's innate inquisitiveness for his own devious designs? So what do we do now, Aish? Born's malice still resides within the book. Remember the other errand I asked of you? Hey, that's the soil we collected! According to my research, Born was a Gaian. As you know, Gaians love the Earth and share a natural connection with it. His love for soil and rocks was matched only by his desire to become an Alm of Earth. Everyone who knew Born was convinced that no one would choose him. Last, the honor went to another, and Born fell into the pits of despair. Once he left his village behind, his descent into corruption began. I found a document in the archives in which a Guji resident bemoans Born's departure. That is where I learned how to save him. What's this file for? Is that soil inside? Hey, this is soil from Durek Gorge! That place is a merciless wasteland where organisms fight to survive. Our life force is seeped into the earth there. Can you feel it? This one here is a somber aura. I can tell it was frozen for a long time. The melted snow mixed with the earth reminds me of tears from the spirits. Hey, this one ain't got soil in it! This is crushed rocks! Wait, I sense a divine force from it. Yep, this is from the Temple of Wendell. I'm right, ain't I? How was I cooped up inside that stuffy book? I want to feel the earth beneath my feet again. See its color, smell its fragrance, feel its warmth. It's all flooding back to me. I remember what I used to love, what I used to hope for. Finally, I remember. The despair is dissipating from the grimoire. Shadow Zero was a product of Born's hatred, but simultaneously it also served as a nucleus of intense, coagulated emotions. With the monster defeated, we can use the power within the soil, which Born loved so very much, to cleanse him of the misery that had plagued him. I think that concludes this little fiasco, yet I couldn't have done it without your help. Please accept this by way of thanks. Wow, thank you, Aish. Shadow Zero dropped it before. So you took it without asking, and now you're gifting it to us? Thanks. This plan wouldn't have worked had you not brought the soil samples back with you, bone, snow, and stones included. Ha! And we only put that stuff in because we thought you'd like it, Aish. Well, except for the snow. Right, Julie? All's well that ends well, I suppose. Glad the extra things came in useful. So you really did put those things in the vials out of consideration for me. And all along I thought it was you not taking my request seriously. Well, there's some truth to that. Might even say that our camaraderie is what awakened Born to his forgotten feelings. You have taught me yet again how impactful the power of fellowship can be. I must document this experience while it is still fresh in my mind. Never would I have expected such words to come from Master Aish. Such passionate praise is worth more than any reward. Document it all you want. Just remember to take a break once in a while.
Helping out people in need can be so
Move
rewarding.
damage plus.
The goddess will not win! I will rid the world of her once and for all!
Witness my great strength!
Ringing brand.
I got this.
Strike!
Triad Spring! You're mine!
Destroy!
You're mine! You're mine! Okay. Gotta stay focused. I'm on it. You're mine.
Destroy!
Gather enough mana. Take this.
You're not getting away!
Take this! You're mine! Out of my... Gotta stay focused. Must protect everyone.
Buckle up!
Lend me your power.
I'll do it! Have a taste of my swordsmanship!
From here?
The elemental vessel is ready!
Destroy!
Triad Spring!
Destroy!
I think we can use the vessel.
The spirits will answer us!
The elemental power of the spirits. It will be our strength.
Good eye! This is how it's done.
Destroy!
Here's the first half. second half.
The monstrous form! He has relinquished all reason!
We can't let him continue on like this. It's up to us.
Right. This is the end of Delaphos. Here, use this. Triad Sprint. You're mine. Time to call on the elemental spirits! Triad Sprint! I must protect everyone!
Time to get to work. Witness my great strength!
Brand?
Good riddance!
I got this!
Thoroughly undead!
Take this! You're mine!
You've lost, Delaphos. Give up.
We do not wish to wound a champion of old any further.
Your suffering was deep. It won't be in vain.
Rest now, Polyphon. You have to let go.
We'll carry on your heroic legacy and protect the future for everyone! Here, use this!
Goddess!
It's immobilized! Nicely done!
Destroy! Good to get you all.
I have been summoned. I will change the tide.
I reach my
I got
limit.
this!
Yes.
That's it! Now don't stop attacking! You're mine! This is how it's done!
Destroy!
Take this!
Cerulean!
Stay focused! No kicking! No time like the present! Take this! Take this! Here I go!
Time to get to work. Have a taste of my swordsmanship!
There we go.
Delaphos!
I wanted to finish on this one more time. This is it. I've played every mana game that is available to me, and I've gotten everything done for those as well. After this, new series. Well, not quite, but I have Bravely Second to go back to. Just a little bit of it. There's more post-game dungeons to do, and I just want to show those off.
There nothing else we can try?
This is it. We've done everything for Of Mana. There is nothing else to do.
This is it! Delaphos! Ah!